again back with the topic the social that is violence against women. So I want to tell you that in which ways the violence is happening against women, and the violence is happening against women like in child marriage, forced marriage, and not giving equality and injustice to them. And violence is like in the form of child marriage, like the girl who is of 16 or 17 age, he is married to the man of who is she is married to the man who is of the age of 60 or 70 years. So this the age gap between them is unparalleled. So this is also violence. And another one is that forced marriage, a girl who doesn't want to marry a man. So the family will torture him, the family will force him. So this is also violence, and this violence is psychological. Another violence that and our society is not our society is thinking that the education is only important for boys only. They are not educating the women, the girls especially. And another thing is that the violence is happening in the form of acid throwing. And according to research of NGO, between 2007 and 2022 there have been 1485 cases of acid throwing. These cases are
Topic is violence against women. So we know violence is a thing. Is violence is a thing that when someone hurts or scares another person, especially women are become victim of this. Like I give you the example of this. There's a case happened in India in Manipur that two women are means they are being bad treated, or the Hindu community means people do wrong with them, means they do I don't want to say, I have no words what I can say, how can I define that what they had did with them. They do with wrong things with them. And we know that girls are women are become everywhere become victim of this. Like when girls are forced, they are getting forced marriage, means their parents get them married with forcedly they marry them when they are not means they about.
Violence against women is the top in the ranking as well as in modern era and ancient era. Even the dead bodies of women are not safe, and this is all the responsibility of state. And after these things, I don't want to say, but it is necessary to aware you that today in our country, in Pakistan, a girl is not safe with her own brother, and even a mother is not safe with her own son. So what is our state is doing? And then after these all things, discrimination is the main case because of which these all things, women violence, domestic violence, are happening in our society. In the gender discrimination, actually this gender discrimination is starting from your own home. From your own home, gender discrimination is, and I am damn sure when you all of you become the feminists, even no one can dare to see your girl, your daughter, or your sister. So it is necessary to become a feminist.
As I am stand in the 1 minute presentation, so the topic is that violence against women. So in the first place, I want to tell you that what is violence. Any act of gender based is result like to be mental or physical. So the second one definition is that a wide range of act. So that some are terms, that's why violence take place. That is inequality, injustice, disparity, and so many things. So in the first place, I want to tell you that about inequality. What is inequality? Inequality and it means that women are not equal to men. So in education, in other things like that, we can say that men are participating in anything, but women are not participating in anything because the women are not human beings. So this is all right. This is all human beings' right that they can educate, they can participate in anything like that. So the second one is that injustice or forced marriage, like that the woman, we can say that this is a commonly with this is a commonly in our society, the forced marriage or cousin marriage, like that. If
topic is violence against women. So first of all, what is our topic? Our topic is that the violence. Our topic is that the violence against women. It means in our environment, in our society, there is the violence against women. It means all the women are silent. All the women are don't raising their voice for their rights. And there is an inequality in rights. It means in this society there are more rights. Men have more rights than men. But in our Pakistan institute, in our Pakistan we can say principles, there is in our principle it is written that give equal right both male and women. Then the equality in education in our society, especially in Pakistan, in our country, there is a main inequality is in
Presentation topic is violence against women. So how can we say that we are independent in our country? How can girls are independent or in a country there means our ranking is going on second numbers, means girl are not safe because of the husband of the girl is hitting them, and there are four major means issues of violence: education, cousin marriage, careers, and equality. Girl and boy cannot get the equal rights when a girl born, so their parents nothing do for their daughter, but when a boy born, so they do many things. They do they give donate in the trust, and they means they and second is careers. When girls cannot choose their own career, but boys can means choose their own career. And second is equality. Education from 1 to 12, where girls cannot get means proper education, and in the 16 or 15 years girls can marriage.
All of you, today my topic is violence against women. So first of all, I think about that I'm so ashamed and I'm so shocked that I live on that country who is say that in our country women are allowed, women have power to choose their life, to make our decisions, but when we see that women are so weak, even when think that women are weak, they thoughts our powers, they beat. Why you are beat the women? Because you are men? Because you live in the men society? You think that I am man and live in men society? This is a man dominant society. That's why I do with women. And women are not they not stand our rights. They not know what is our rights. Have 54 rights of women in article.
Topic is violence against women. So violence against women is considered a taboo topic in Pakistan, but it is not a case which just has occurred. It has been running since centuries, since thousands of years. Even if you go back to BCs or ADs, it is happening. Women were killed, women are killed, women were murdered, women are murdered, women were married, women are buried. So this is happening today. In today's world, women are not getting the equal rights when it comes to the rights. We are just fooling ourselves. I don't know what it is. That's just the demons take over on our mind, and we are just focusing on a dominancy or patriarchy society which we are following, which we have inherited from our ancestors. So there is something which I wrote which represents how does a raped woman feel. So even though she shows her wounds, her injuries, but nobody believes her. So it is that there is a graveyard of wounds on my body which I could never justify. So I hope you understand what does that mean. Even though if there is a raped woman, if she has any cases, even if she shows her wounds, but there is no justice for her.
Guys, we are living in this modern era, and where we all individuals have mobile cell phone, means laptop, TV, and newspaper. All these sources we are having, and from we are getting this information about the violence against women. So I would like to say that about Pakistan, we are living in this country, and there are daily basis such incidents like with women are occurring. Like I want to. Firstly, say that Pakistan should be secure and create a safety, advanced system security for all those girls. So I would like to say that I have many examples. Like if you go on Google and search the movie of Vijay Telepathy. So there the same case means that a girl did not she was not loving the man home with a man who was having the confusion that she loved that he fall in the first sight.
Everybody, it's today I am going to talk about violence against women. Violence is defined as anything which hurts. In the world from ancient time till now, women are considered as puppet. In ancient time, in Arab countries, if there was a child born as a girl, they bury her alive. And in our Pakistan, in our country, Pakistan, women are not safe. According to HRCP, in 2021, 5,200 rapes were reported in the country. In India, the ratio was of 31,677. It means in the subcontinent, women are not safe. Women are not safe. She cannot go home alone. She cannot go home alone. She cannot go to school. Even she cannot walk on the streets alone. Wherever she goes, there's a trusted person or her brother, her father with her. In India, there's a show known as Roadies, where a girl can share her story that how she was harassed by her uncle, by her cousin brother. You mean her cousin brother? It means women are not safe with anyone except their brother.
2023, the population of the world is approximately more than 8 billion. The population, the ratio of women is 50.5%, and all the women except some are the victims of violence. Here the questions arise that what is violence, how many kinds of it, and what does it mean. So, before I'm telling about the telling about the definition of violence, I want to tell that here I will discuss about the definition and violence against women. That violence means to injure, damage, and hurt and wound someone by some forces and powers like powers, physical powers, psychological powers, and can occur in personal relationship communities, and substantially it broadcasts and circulates by societal matters. The violence against women is increasing day by day, and
Assalamu alaikum. Today I am starting from violence against women. Pakistan is a country such that for women. Our girls are not safe in the universities, in the hostels. Girls are tortured and killing, and small girls are not safe in the Pakistan. Always inequality with women. Why are the inequality with women? Because she is a woman. Some people are not given education. Inequalities with women, not given their equal rights in Pakistan, because this society is male society. Our society are not given your equal rights on women. Tortured in every places and killed.
Recently population here are 49.74 women in the world, and I tell you that 1 in 3 women are globally experienced violence. Violence is the violence against women is the a problem of but it is a global issue. So as I tell you that in Pakistan, Pakistan is an unsafe country for not only women but all living beings. But especially it is an unsafe country for women, girl and children. Here you can find robbers, kidnappers, and all those people who are involved in criminal activities.
Present topic is violence against women. Pakistan is an unsafe country for women and children. You saw in your Pakistan many type of injustice women or children. For example, you saw family injustice, women and children, for like forced marriage, no equality on education, and children and women are many other problems face women and children. I give an example on my community.
Today my speech is about the violence against women. When you heard the word violence, what comes in your mind is that harm, something hurting, something that is violencing the environment. When you see in your surrounding there is something that is violated. So today our topic is about the violence against the women. Why we are talking about the women? Because they are 49.5% in the world. We are talking about the violence of the women. There are the several violence against the women, like sexual harassment, like gender inequality, because parents don't give their equality to their sons, to their daughters, to like that they are supporting their sons, they don't support their daughters. They are supporting their brothers, they are don't supporting their sisters. So we will talk about the some human tracking. That human tracking, what is the human tracking? The human tracking is like about the fraud, is the like that the force that
So our today's topic is violence against the women. That is, so firstly, what is violence? Number one definition is that violence is to hurt, damage, or something. And number second is emotional violence. And as we all know that the women is unsafe in our country, but do you know that violence against the women is not in our country but is everywhere in the world, like forced marriage, injustice, inequality, or education. From their childhood, the girl's childhood, when she was 8 or 9 year old, their parents learned them that you are not equal to the all, you are less than the all, and then they say that you have no right. Why they don't learn that you have the all many rights than the men? They never learn them that you have the right and raise the voice again the your right.
The woman. So violence can destroy a person physically or mentally, and from ancient time the women are considered as the puppet in the world. And in Arab, from ancient times, a child can born as a girl, they bury them alive and bury them alive. Today in our Pakistan is totally not safe for the women to go alone. Women go alone. In 2022, mostly in the Karachi is not safe for the women. In 2022, it's a dark year for the women. There are 500 cases which are occurred in the Karachi, and they are mostly the rape cases. This horrifying the report horrifying the report using the records of the medical age. South Africa is known as the dangerous country for the solo women travelers, because in South Africa the 25% of the women which are feeling.
Today's topic is violence against women. So, as you saw in your society, in your everywhere, you saw that the women don't have any right to live their own life. So, what is violence? Violence means the physical force, or violence is also called the gender based. If the girl is going to university and she take the position for boys, so she is harassed, or she is raped because of she don't have any right. And if I'm talking about that, there are many cases of harassment and rape that are closed because of if people give them money and they are closed. And when women in Pakistan city, women don't protect their one part from herself, because they are treated like that. You have no right to live your life, and you doesn't have any right, or you don't have any right and any freedom.
I'm going to talk about the women, the violence against women. I'm talking about those persons, they have been beating or wife and sisters for little things. They didn't think about what they are doing for us. They have given us a birth. They have take care for in our house. I think one, I thought in my society, I saw one incident. A family living beside my house, they always drinking. So when he come in his house, he is beating his wife, and they saying that you are fool actually. But there are no education for those. So we should have to rights for girl, and we have to understand what they are important for us.
Welcome. Today's our topic is violence against women. In this wide world, there exists two type of harassment. There exists two type of harming. One is physiological and second is psychological. Physiological teaches that when you beat someone by your hand, by anything, but the emotional harming is existed due to your harm words. Today, in the in the zones of this wide world, wherever there is an education, there is not education, there is injustice, there is inequality, there exists patriotic society. Patriotic society is known as the main dominated society, where the people consider males as the dominated upon the children's and women's. Today, the male consider themselves as the superior in the humanity, as the superior in the human, and they used to express this by them beating them, by doing the too much harm on the children, by doing the too much harm on the women's. Today, the India and the Pakistan, this one zone is considered as the one of the biggest zone which is known for the wife beating.
Our presentation topic is violence against women. So violence is another meaning of violence is to force someone in any way. There is many type of violence occurs in our society. Physical, which we can say that the physical like acid attacks and abusive and physical traumas, and the psychological violence, which is very harmful for the personality. So in our daily life, we are facing different cases like child labor. Especially girls are victim of child labor. Recent case that are reported in Punjab province, where a girl named Fatma is murdered. She is working in the house of a peer, so-called peer, and there are many cases reported in this our society.
Presentation topic is violence against women. So what is violence against women? It means physically disturbed women. So it is common in our society. Forced marriage, molestation and rape cases, kidnap cases. So it is not right for women, and the many cases. So it is main cause is marriage failed, and women has not correct right, and that is not good, and foreign countries has full right for women, and there around us, that is mainly common issues. That is mainly cases, and many kidnap cases, and many that is increasing day by day. So these things are very common and around us. So we should take action about it.
Violence against women and girls is defined it as any act of gender based violence that result in or is likely to result in physically, sexual or mental harms or suffering to women and girl and include trade of such act
Violence against women. Women are most important in our society. Women are independent in our world. But in our Pakistan, women are not safe. In our Pakistan, many harassment cases registered. In Pakistan, 5,000 cases registered in 5 years recently, and that many cases continually happening in our Pakistan. That's why every girl have no fear to go outside. And go outside, their parents are in tension because the outside people behavior have no bad behavior, and village side girls are uneducated because their parents are afraid people behavior. And in our Pakistan, girls and boys are not equal, and girls she not gives equal right.
This is my name is Karan, and my topic is violence against women. It does not only affect women's physically and reproductive health, but especially their mental and health. It has caused women to feel as and to lose their self-esteem. It threatens women security, women health, and curb their capacity to participate in social dependence.
Presentation topic is violence against women, defined as any act of gender or based violence that resulting or is likely to result physical, sexual or mental harm or suffering to women and girls, including threats of such acts, coercion or arbitrary deprivation of liberty, whether occurring in public or in private life, like cousin marriages, forced marriages. Violence is the international use of physical force or power, vulnerable or actual, against oneself and another person or against a legal or community.
Our presentation topic is violence against women. So basically, what is the definition of violence? Violence means a behavior or act which we do physically to force intended to someone or even kill someone. So there are many types of violence, which is first is physical violence, means to hurt someone, which we can use our hands to hurt someone physically. Second is psychological, means against the willingness. Second is psychological, means to torture someone. This is also the type of violence, and so there are many types of violence. For example, acid throwing is also the type of violence. Violence means we can hurt someone. So Pakistan is an unsafe country where even the women and children are not safe. So women in Pakistan mainly encounter violence. For example, acid throwing, men beating, women beating is also common in Pakistan. This violence is from the about 2000 year ago. The Roman Empire declared man as a life and woman as a death authority over his wives.
The rights of women and do not discriminate in any sphere of life. The basis of Pakistan is Islamic religion that has sacred the rights of women and women forbidden 1400 years ago. In Mukhtaramai, Miss Shazia and various other women, because of the societal and political system, the most successful violence prevention program target all simply people who are taught to be in danger of violence.
My name is Fadruman. Today my topic is violence against women. Violence against women defined as any act of gender and based violence that the result is physical, sexual and the mental harm and suffering to the women and the girls, including the treat and such as the cousin marriage and forced marriage. In our country, the girls is not to choose our career, and girls education bring the equality in society by the bridging the gap of gender and the equality. The Holy Prophet said the girls and boy is equal to the every girls and boy, and we have the kidnapped in our country. We have the kidnap in our country the women and every place to another place, and women against women, and this women and girls cannot participate in the freedom in our topic.